Retro Rob's Gaming Videos.
Hey, Rob here, and today I'm going to talk to you about Commodore 64 pickups, of which I've been doing a lot lately. There's been some good, there's been some bad. You take them all, and there you have this video. Bad. Anyway, I'm going to start with, what am I going to start with? I'm going to start with my main pickup, which is, of course, a Commodore 64C. And here she is. Works fine. Actually works really well. It's pretty clean, as you can see. Need to do a little bit of touch up along here. And also I have this, which is, it is a little tiny 1541 disk drive. But not really, of course. What it really is it emulates being a 1541 disk drive, and it's actually just an SD card reader. What's great about it is pretty much everything that ever came out on the Commodore 64 is sitting on this SD card. So I can pretty much load everything. And it works really pretty well. Unfortunately, you don't get a speed increase. So if you're looking for this to load ultra fast, like, I've got a super fast 64, you won't. It's going to load at normal speeds, which means slow. So get yourself a fast load cartridge, because that actually does work. This uses basically the same system of reading as it did with the original 1541, because the slowness really wasn't in the 1541, it was in the way it communicated. So anyway, if you get this, get a fast load cartridge, unlike me, who right now I'm just waiting forever for things to load. So with these things are, where are we going to start? Let's start with the 1541. The fake 1541, this sucker is about 75 bucks. You can get it off of eBay, really easy to get. I highly recommend getting one of these. It makes things a lot easier, it makes the system a lot more portable. The computer itself, I picked up for 50 bucks with this 1541 2 drive. It works great. I've had no problems with it. I was able to read plenty of programs with it. It also came with some programs, which I'm going to go with. Oh, lovely. Sorry, message. Alright, it came with Echelon, which was a popular game back in the day. It unfortunately didn't come with the manual. It did come with the overlay, and it did come with the lipstick, which you could actually talk to it during the game. So it came with this little headset, and you could actually play the game and bark out little orders. So, you know, take that, Microsoft. Cortana in the 80s. Ha. The other game I got, let's see, Great American Road Race. I love these. And of course it came with the disc. The instructions are also, I believe, in it. Oh wait, no, it's just got one of those instruction sheets. I'm thinking of 7 Cities of Gold. I also got 7 Cities of Gold. That came in the container as well, which is a lot like this, except it says 7 Cities of Gold. One of my favorite games of all time. I hung it up, so I don't have it here to show you. Also got Test Drive. It's still got the plastic wrap on it. And the instructions and everything else are in there. And I got Amazon. And this includes the discs. And the manual is shoved in there as well. I like the way these fold out. These are kind of neat. Look at how big this is. Look at that. You get a lot. So, yeah, original discs. And there's Amazon. I did load it up. It does work. At least through the first scene, anyway. Alright, so, the other thing I got was a big fail. This is going to go on my fail video, too. I'm presently talking about, I've got a video that I'm working on. Whew, I am having a hard time speaking today. I was like this yesterday too. Not good. Okay, anyway, I'm doing a video on a terrible week I had trading. I just had a terrible week buying and selling video game stuff. And this particular item is going to go on it. I got this one at an auction. Commodore 64. This is what I originally was going for. I was going for the old bread box. And I was happy when I plugged it in, turned it on, and lo and behold, it worked. Unfortunately, the SID chip's blown on it. So, no sound whatsoever. A friend of mine's got a bunch of dead 64s. I'm probably going to pull a SID chip off of that and hopefully repair it. If it's not something past the SID chip. I can swap chips out pretty easily and individual components, but if it gets much more complicated, I'll probably have a problem with it. And then finally, I got all this stuff in one auction, and it was only 25 bucks I paid for it. Ridiculous. It is a lot of cartridges. Also, it included 2 working, thank goodness, Wiko joysticks. These work great on your Atari 2600 as well, but they work on the Commodore 64 just fine. Let's start with the games. Logic Master, have not played. Maze Master by Hessware, have not played. Unfortunately, this is Kindercomp, which is by Spinnaker Software and is educational, so of course I have not played it. Mystery Game. Ooh. I've got a few of these mystery games, and what I'm going to do is plug them into the C64 in here, and we can take a look together and see what it is. Visible Solar System. When I was a teenager, I actually liked this program quite a bit, so I might keep that one around. Activision Pathfinder. These Activision carts tend to go pretty well on eBay if you sell them. I'm probably not going to sell these. I might sell something because a lot of it I have on the disc, but it's kind of nice to collect cartridges for this. But anyway, Micro Maestro, which would have been useful on that other one if it had a sound chip. Well, that is working. But it'll work on this one. Hey, another mystery game. There's a lot of mystery games in here because this came with a, I don't know, it came with this little guy full of games, and most of those were missing the cover. They must have really loved to have done that. Tearing off the, oh man, there's more. Keep going. All right, keep going. Chop, chop. Here we go. This is Q-Bird. Great game. So I'm happy to have that one. Music Machine, another one of those music-based ones. Haven't played with this one yet. I might try that one. I like playing with music on the C64 and the 128. The 128 was a little bit better, but as far as how to control sound on it. But there's some nice stuff on the C64 too, and I played with it quite a bit. Clowns. I remember that game. That's been out on pretty much every system. I think I played it on the Odyssey last, during MGC last year. Had it running. Leo's Electric Paintbrush, so an art program. Make some wonderful stuff with that, I'm sure. Kickman. Pretty good. It's actually kind of fun. I played that one. You're this clown and there's balloons falling and you try to pop the balloons or kick them up in the air. I think you get more points if you kick them up in the air and then do it. Anyway. Radar Rat Race. Another one of those lock and chase type of clones. This is a fun game though. I have played that one recently. We got another mystery cartridge. Ooh, it's red, so I assume it's either a speed load cartridge or even worse, some kind of educational cartridge. There's a lot of those in here, so. Jupiter Lander. This is fun. If you ever played Lunar Lander for the Atari, this is basically the same game. It has 3 platforms. You know, you just basically hit a button to fire your main jets, right and left. Controls the right and left jets, obviously. And there's 3 platforms, and the harder the platform you land on, the more points you get. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Spy Hunter, one of my favorite games when I was a kid. Went to the arcade, played it all the time. On the Commodore 64, it was a really good game as well. Very solid arcade port for the Commodore 64. Another blank one. That one looks like... Wait, that one looks like it might be an Atari Soft cartridge. Parker Brothers, but blank. So we'll check that one out too. Another blank. It's a big stack of mystery games. Alphabet Zoo by Spinnaker. Yeah, totally want that. Another blank one, and this is a original Commodore cartridge, so that one should be interesting. Another Commodore cartridge. I think, is that a Commodore? I guess it is. I don't know, they might have licensed these out. Another blank one though. And, ooh, that one's dusty. Some of these I haven't checked out. And another blank, dusty one. So we're going to have a lot to check out here. And finally, the Z-Tag, Super Graphics Junior. Yeah. What this basically did was, it was a screen capture utility. You could draw something on your screen and use this to output it to your printer. That's basically how it works. Alright, well, let's power up the C64 and take a look at these cartridges. Alright, I'm back, and here is my Commodore 64 powered up, just to show you that I am indeed not emulating. So, what you don't see here is that I have a solution of isopropyl rubbing alcohol here and some Q-tips for cleaning these. So, I'm going to be cleaning these as I go through them so that they actually work. Because I know these cartridges are old, and looking at a few of them, they're super dirty. Number one, I don't want them to hose up my cartridge port and get it all dirty. And number two, it'll make it a lot easier to actually have them work. Okay, so let's start with the first one. No particular order because I don't really know what they are. Alright. Plugging it in. Oh, it's Turtle Graphics. Yeah, that's interesting. Turtle Graphics it's basically a plotting program. There's a little turtle on the screen. I'm not going to do this because it's been so long since I did it. I used to play this when I was in grade school. But anyway, there's a little turtle on the screen, and basically you plot using coordinates where he goes, and you can draw little pictures using them. And it was really neat. I used to play with it a lot in the library at school back in 1876. So I'll probably keep that one, only because of nostalgia. I can't really imagine any use for it for more modern players. Oh, Centipede. So we've got Centipede, and this is by Atari Soft, and it's a pretty good port of it. Fortunately, it doesn't use the keyboard, and I don't have the joystick plugged in. Wait. We can probably fix that. I don't want to knock over this big stack of things. To show you a game you probably know pretty well. No. One of the things that's annoying about the Commodore 64 is they were... here we go. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. Very nice version of Centipede. On to the next. Let's check out the Parker Brothers game here. Here's a Parker Brothers cartridge. It's interesting that for the Commodore, it kept the same shape as it did for the Atari 2600 cartridges. You can definitely tell it's a Parker Brothers game. They were really a pretty good game company. Here we go. Ooh, it's Frogger. Nice. Let's see if we can get the joystick working. This is one of those things where different games use different ports. Here we go. Yeah. Controls well. perfectly acceptable port of Frogger. Quite nice, in fact. Alright. Another keeper. And using that rubbing alcohol. Okay, got the cartridge upside down. Alright, let's power this one up and see what we get. Adventure Creator. I don't think I've heard of this. So what, you get to make your own adventure? Is that... I don't really know how to use the menu. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I see. It's joystick controlled. So it looks like some kind of adventure making game. Well, I can't say I'm terribly excited about it, but hey. Alright, now I'm going to put in the red cartridge. Either glory or suckiness awaits. I'm a little worried because the label was clearly put on sideways when it had one. Oh my! Well, it's Fisher-Price Hop-Along Counting. Yeah. Fisher-Price Hop-Along Counting. Alright, next. Oh, it's FaceMaker. This program was popular. I think you could use it with some of the printing kits and print these little faces out. I have no idea why it was popular. I never bought it, but yes, you can indeed. Yeah, you can make a little face here. Wait. Okay, so make a mouth. A space bar. And let's see. And some hair. Never thought I'd say this, but this game could really use with some DLC. Let's give him some ears. Let's give him some earrings. Oh, he looks lovely. Okay, so 2 program. Okay, so we can tell him to wink. Oh, look at that. Sure. Smile. Give him a little Timmy tongue there. Ooh. Have him cry because this game sucks. And give him the ear wiggle. Nice. Alright, that's it. Let's go on to the next one. FaceMaker. What were they thinking? A little more cleaning. There we go. Fraction Fever by Tom Snyder Productions. This looks like fractions. It's 1/3. I don't get what I'm supposed to be doing here. Alright, well, I don't think Fraction Favor is going to be on my really need to play list. Here we go. Delta Drawing by Spinnaker. Is there... I remember there were some drawing programs that you used the joystick with. This, I wonder if this needs a koala pad or something. Alright, well. Not real great. Okay, so this is the last cartridge right here. It has some burn marks on it. It's Pac-Man! Well, can't complain about that. Guess I can. Won't start. Oh, I know why. Plugged into port 2. Ah, there we go. There we go. And then you get some Pac-Man action. It's only a passable version of Pac-Man. Honestly, the Commodore 64 could have done quite a bit better with Pac-Man. It does, however, pause, which is kind of nice. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's all the cartridges that I got. Like I said, some of them are probably going to go up on eBay. Others I will be keeping for nostalgia purposes, largely because, honestly, using the floppy emulator works pretty well. I'm sorry, the SD card works really well, and most of the things that I can get on cartridge, I can get there. But it's neat to have cartridges nonetheless, so. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, please give me a thumbs up.